being taken care of, it doesn't mean that it came cheap. At some point of my life, exactly, at some point of my life, I was like asking, sure, you know that if you had like 2 or 3 children now, you will not be thinking about at the age when you're supposed to be relaxing, you're now still thinking about children that are in primary or secondary school, which doesn't make sense. But in the African community, we take pride in these things, and I don't know why. So you see people on the first of all is if the birth rate is controlled, nobody will see the need to give their child to somebody else, to slave, because as far as I'm concerned, that's slave trade. You take the child, you mortgage the life of your children because you want to earn. And the silly thing is, the child who even stays in that home working doesn't get the money. They send the money back to their families. I remember one time where we were all grown, or we are all grown, and there was need for someone to be in the home with my parents, because in Africa we don't. That's the trend. We needed someone to just be at home. To watch over you, exactly, because it gets boring from having so many children to not having children at all. It might even tell on the health and the longevity of those people who that transition is happening to. So it's advised many times that you have children in the home. And so when we were looking out for people that we can bring, and then it was so surprising to hear the parents of these people say, just take her. Be sending us the stipend you are supposed to be paying her every month. Send it back home. And I'm like, what about the child who is here working? Does she not have needs? Will she not want to? So the agreement was finally, we're adopting this child to be here. She's going to go to school. She's going to do what she needs to do. She'll be helping out in the home. No money goes to you. The parents didn't like it. They wanted the child to be
doing the labor.
Yes, you're exchanging
while they take the money.
That's slavery, if you ask me. And it happens many times. So I don't believe in solving the problem from the top when we have the root cause of the problem. There are some root causes, and the root cause of the problem is the birth control rate. If you give birth to the number that you can take care of, you will not need to give your sister or your cousin's uncle or your brother's grandparent to look after your child for you. That's the start of it. And I believe that, if something is being done regarding this aspect, because people don't take birth control serious. They'll tell you, oh, my pull-out game is nice, contraceptive, we don't believe in it. In my church, we don't use contraceptive. These are measures that are put in place to help you control your birth rate. And if you don't embrace them, you keep bringing children that you cannot care for into the world, and they suffer the consequence of your irresponsibility. So
I think that's one angle, the fact that we seem to have children that we actually cannot care for. We're giving birth to so many of those children. At the end of the day, we need support. But there's another angle to read, the fact that sometimes these children have nobody. They are giving birth to, and maybe their parents die along the way. They become orphans, and then someone comes for burial and says, okay, I'm going to take you to the city, I'll take care of you, you are going to be with me and everything. And when they get to the city, or when they bring them to their homes, the story is different. You see that these children are maltreated, they are not taken care of. And another thing is the fact that some of these maids are employed. They are trying to work, even though we acknowledge that it's child abuse. It's not supposed to be so child labor.
At their age,
yes, they have to work for their money. Maybe because they even have to send money back home. They are subjected to do a lot of labor that ordinarily should not.
Age appropriate.
It's not age appropriate. You see them do so many things, and you see the people that they are under their care, those that are on whose custody they are under, be maltreating them, and it seems to be very normal. You see that, so you hear people say, I'm the one that is feeding you, I'm the one that's taking care of you, I have the right to do anything I want to do. If you want to behave the way you want, go back to your parents. Can they even afford? Sometimes it's not just about the physical abuse, but the verbal and emotional abuse that comes with it. And then we continue to perpetuate a cycle of broken people or damaged people, where you see that once they grow up as well, they want to do that, because somehow they grow up with this mindset that if it was done to me, then that culture must be sustained. You see, they have to be, because they have to grow a very thick skin to accommodate so many things that come to them. They become, I don't know how to put it, they become more immune So they don't have emotions.
So even the people, that tells you that it's a circle that has continued.
Yeah, it is a circle.
So the people that enforce those things. Remember, I talked about bullying in boarding schools one time, and you would be surprised to find out the kind of things and the kind of behaviors we encourage even while we're little. You know, I saw on, I think it was CNN, or I think one of those international televisions, where a certain boarding school, a boy was being abused, was beaten, was held down by seniors, and it's the norm. It's not a problem, because when you go to the teachers, they'll be like, they are your seniors, obey your seniors at all costs, whatever you see, we encourage this circle without even knowing. We don't believe that, you know, this saying, I know we all say it, little drops of water makes an ocean. We say it, but we don't understand the implication of that quote. It means that the little word you say to someone, it's a seed.
Yeah.
It has the tendency of growing. The kindness you show to people is a seed too. It's a seed you have sown. So they know, if someone can be kind to me, I see no reason why I shouldn't be kind to another person. And then complex problems also, upbringing problems, complex problems. When I was young, I had to do all the work on my own. Now I have a maid, I will not lift a finger.
Yeah.
So you see,
besides, I'm paying you.
So we think that, again, society contributes. Money makes the world go round. Money solves all the problem. And then you see this culture of mind your business that we have adopted now as Africans. Yeah. Usually, if you see something like this, you
report, you have to say something about it. Everyone is just in their corner. They don't want to say it. Yes. I don't want trouble, though.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying this because I cannot do it. I have done it. I wasn't even 25 when I took the person to child. I reported.
Okay, because they were actually abusing a child.
Yes, the girl had scars every single day.
Some people even use iron, like
it's not
pepper in your eyes.
Yes. It's not new. We've seen it in Anambra. It happened in Anambra. It happened in Enugu.
Sometimes it leads to the death of these children.
Exactly. It has led to the death of a child before. So you see, it's these things. If we see it and we don't say it, we contribute to the culture of bullying, even in homes. Bullying is not only in school. No, it's not. When your classmate bullies you, your employer can bully you, your colleague can bully you, your partner can bully you, you know, your teacher can bully you. Bullying can happen, comes in any form. So you see, it's the same thing that we're talking about when it comes to the home as well. If you see it, report. You see children that have pinch marks all over their faces.
Yes,
it's very bad. I like to use when I was growing, there might be a maid in the house, but that maid is not for you. The maid is to care for general stuff in the So you see the maid is almost the same age with the child in the home, but she will wash the clothes of that child. She will prepare meals for that child to eat. It doesn't make sense.
We are making children to raise children.
Basically. It's insane. And that's why you see, when you leave your house now, you look at your CCTV camera and you see that child that you brought from the village either peeing in your cup or maltreating your child.
Because they want to take it out. Maybe your child.
Exactly. So
it's quite unfortunate. Man,
I feel like it's the society that we have contributed to building these days, and it's the consequence. It has its consequence, and that's what we are seeing right now. And if we don't do something to change it, we just might be, we might have it stay here with us for a very long while.
And we are not looking forward to that, because we basically want to break the cycle of child or maid maltreatment, as the case may be. And that is why the big question today on the general open banter is, what can we do to break the cycle of child abuse in our society? Because it's becoming quite prevalent, and it's very important that we continue to have these conversations, no matter how many times they have been had. So keep it locked right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, as you will be calling us shortly when we return from this commercial timeout. Please stay tuned and keep listening to Eagles 102.3 FM.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080-3596-5170. 080 35965170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay.
Are you ready for this?
Keep this frequency clear.
We're live. I woke up with a Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
Thinking about a show with an extra little spice? Crack your ribs and banter till you tire. Oh,
I can tell you got big energy.
The Midday Extra is a mix of fun, entertainment, and sick jokes to keep you jiggy all day.
They'll do fine makeup, they'll even wear Fanta.
The Midday Extra every weekday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM. Peace out.
Alrighty, you're still tuned and listening to your radio experience that you can always count on. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and it's the Meet the Extra show, and we're keeping the energy on 100. It's still Cassandra and Marta. And we have been talking about the fact that child abuse seems to be quite prevalent in our society. How can we break free from this cycle? What can we do? Call us on 09073530044 or send us a message on WhatsApp 09097054450. What do you have to say about this? What do you think are some of those things that contribute to this cycle of child abuse or child maltreatment where you see, okay, I think we have a call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Oh no. Please redirect your calls to 09097054450. You know, we have that kind of glitch in the system that doesn't let us speak up on the other numbers, but please do well to reach out to us on 09097054450. I repeat again, 09097054450 or 09073530044. So call us up right about now and let's get talking. How do you think that we can break this cycle of maid maltreatment in this part of the world? I know it's easy for us to say that, oh, that's a trend. It's easy for us to say that's a norm. You know, they did it to me. I must do it to somebody else. How do we break this cycle? Because your maid is also a human being. You know, your worker is also a human being. So you have to be careful when you speak to them. Remember, when we are talking about, oh, this person does not have self-esteem, we also have a part to play in the destruction and the building of the self-esteem of people. And some of these people leave your homes more damaged than they came there. So it shouldn't be your responsibility. And for you who would be somewhere seeing what is happening, you who will be somewhere looking at these things happen, the call is to you as well. If you see something around your environment, say something. You know, at least talk to the people first. Remember, I was talking about how this happened within my environment. I was always seeing the girl would come somewhere close to my house, and then she's sitting there, she's crying and crying and crying. And when I close from the office, I always see this girl at that corner crying her eyes out. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why are you always crying? She doesn't want to talk because she's scared of what's going to happen and all of that. Until one day, I just tried to lure her. We spoke and she kept explaining. She opened her back and I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe that somebody would inflict such a pain on somebody else, a human being like you. So it was quite disheartening to see. But I mean, we reported, I think the woman holds a grudge against me up until today, but I don't really care. Yes, I don't really care because that's a child.
I think that's part of the reasons people do not want to speak up, even when they see these things happen in their immediate neighborhoods or communities. They don't want to say something because, oh, I don't want to get into trouble. I don't want to be the one that will go and pour salt in these people's gari. And the more we overlook these things, the more we continue to perpetuate a cycle where children will continue to be maltreated, will continue to be abused because they are basically children or vulnerable. Because I don't seem to understand why you are not treating your children that way. You know that it is right to treat your kids right, but the other child, it's not right to treat them right. And sometimes it's even funny that sometimes this child abuse is perpetuated by the parents themselves. Yes, there is a thin line between you disciplining your child and you being harsh or brash. There are parents, some children would narrate stories to you. They have grown into adults that hate their parents. Not because their parents were necessarily bad, but maybe because of the way they took out certain punishments of saying, oh, you need to do this right. This is how you need to do it. Okay, I think we have a call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Princess.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Princess.
Good morning to you, Obasanjo. How are you doing today?
Hey, Kai. Wala de Nigeria, no be small.
Wala no day anywhere. We day all right.
We do all right. We not do all right. I'm telling you. What are we saying? Well, no, we not do all right. I'm telling you. I am against it.
All right. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. What's going on?
If you people are there all right, receiving some AC in the studio, oh, good. We pray for the good one. But we here in the hot.
All right. Let's hear you.
As the topic. Back to the topic.
Yes, please.
Nigerians were only claiming, or Africans were only claiming church religious activities. Why we don't have law in the country, even in the religious cycle that we do practice. We don't have law. There's no law. That is why our people keep the way you see maltreating a young a teenager or a young girl of like you bring. If I should bring some of them, Jesus, Allah, you pity us. The way politicians are treating Nigerians, the way some of these girls have been maltreated, you will see them. Come and see Almajiri for our side now. Koro won't finish everybody. Koro. So the country does not have vision. How do you know? Who will be if that girl open up to tell you? If you go to police station, you will be writing statement upon statement. That is Nigerian. It is. We claim religion is, but nothing for us. The empty brain is there. Nobody wants to care for another. When you go to church, you see them in the church, good, as if they are giving testimony for lying to one another. Not doing the good thing that Jesus sent you to do. Jesus does not care about you going to church, but he cares what you want to do to your neighbor, the good thing.
That's right.
But we just left Kai.
It's quite unfortunate.
And he says,
yeah.
Please, I want to break on this.
Okay.
I am out of the topic. Sorry.
No, I hope you can send that as a message so that we stay on the line, okay?
Now go there.
Thank you so much.
All right, keep listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Remember that we are talking child rights, and we have a message. I do not know if we can pick. Unfortunately,
please redirect your calls to
misbehaving.
Redirect your calls to 090970544 and 50.
From what we see, a lot of people want to contribute, but unfortunately, we are experiencing a glitch. But we apologize for that. We're definitely going to fix that in the next hour. But you can redirect your calls or messages to 09097054450.
Yes,
and it will interest you to know that we will be stepping aside at exactly 10:50 a.m. to bring you a special paid announcement or service, as the case may be. Let's pick this call. Hello. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you
doing? My name is Ijama, and I'm calling from Jabi.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this issue of child abuse is everywhere. Sometimes parents even abuse their own children without even noticing that they are doing that. Because some words, the words that you speak to your children, to to the person is under you goes a long way. Sometimes it pierces their heart. Because I remember one time I was teaching my child, I was assisting in his homework, and he wasn't giving me the necessary attention that I needed. I said, you, this coconut head. Immediately he dropped the pen and he said, so mommy, if my head turns to coconut now, what would you do? You know, he said it jokingly. But after that, I kind of, you know, I felt so bad that I could say that I have to humble myself and apologize. And also in the larger communities, even in internet now, you see a lot of things like people don't even take, you know, to the extent, some ladies, you pamper your own children, you give them the best, but somebody that came to assist you, the person, the house help or whoever, will practically do like 99.9% of chores. But upon that, you're busy talking bad, you're busy maltreating. I mean, it's so deep. It's so deep. And I think we have a lot to do, like cleansing our hearts and all that, because it has to start from us cleansing our mind first. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the truth is, it's a terrible, it's a sad thing to see. But also, let's look at it from another angle. You know, many times when we are talking about how, people are being wicked to their maids, these maids are also very wicked to the people that they work for. Let's not even forget that. You would see maids cut away all of the resources. Say, for instance, there's a shop in the house where they're working. They will steal stuff. I can remember one time where a lady who was in my house at that time, she was eating, she was being fed. One thing is that you are going to get disciplined if you do the wrong thing, and that's what happens to the children in the home. So you cannot say that you are being maltreated, you know. So every time she takes stuff, you know, just like that, someone's phone, if you have two phones, one will just be missing in the house and nobody comes into the house. It's just us. You have your shoes, all of a sudden it's missing. Something is missing. And then one day we just said, it's okay. It's since this person came, so let this person just go. And the day where the girl was going, we found all of her
everything
items.
That was missing.
Everything that was missing, we found it inside the belongings of that girl. So some of these people are notorious because of where they are coming from. They probably are coming from where they don't have access to some of the things that they see where they currently are. So they try to cut away. Let me keep it in case, you know. So this kind of people, you know that they don't have a long-term mindset. I just want to be here and get what I can get and go away.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Please turn down the volume.
Is my name.
Yes, turn down the volume of your radio.
Turn down the volume on your radio set. Let's hear.
Let me sit out.
All right.
Am I okay there now?
Yes, please go ahead. Let's manage.
Let me come in. You see, Bible says if you know the right thing to do and then refuse to do it, it's a sin. So if you see they are maltreating any child, you take it up. Don't mind what the person can say. Hence, you are the righteous way. Right way, God will help you. So that woman, when you say have a grudge on you, let her have a grudge on you. God will bless you by reporting her about of that child where it's maltreating. See, maltreating child, it's not only a house girl. My sister come out to any corner in this Abuja here, you see children going about, footless, begging for food. Somebody will born a son, a man. He will push her out the age of 4 years to another place or no place to continue working about begging food about. Until that child will grow, you don't know where he belongs to. Don't know where he belongs to. That's the most worst thing. And then the parents where he give a child to somebody to pay them. You see, some of them lack of knowledge. If not so, you send your kid out to go and work underage out. You know that they are going to maltreat those very heartless people. A believer can never maltreat somebody's daughter, somebody's son, because he knows the implication of it. But unbeliever must do it. And the unbeliever do it.
It's not even unbelievers. Even believers are doing it these days.
I think it's
my sister believer don't do that.
Unbelievers, they all
listen to me. Listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
A believer is somebody where fear God. And then keep rule and regulation of the Bible. That's the believer. Believer, before you take decision, you think about it. What is part to God, and then what God is going to say if you are taking those things. That's the believer. We're not calling that somebody going to church, somebody pretender.
Okay, I get
we are talking about a true believer. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We
Thank
have
you
to
so
round
much.
up now. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Well, we have to take this message and then we just give way. Remember, I told you about the fact that we will bring you a personal play service right here on Eagles 102.3 FM. But before that, let's pick this message. This one says, "Good morning, Cassandra and Mata. Trust you all had a pleasant weekend. Thank you very much. This is Mr. Uche from Central Area. The problem of child abuse and maltreatment is prevalent in every state of the Federation. The government at all levels have been unable to tackle this malady because of their inability to implement and enforce the Child Rights Act, which was enacted to protect our children. Until this is fully implemented, we'll continue to talk and cry about this wicked practice. Secondly, the current economic situation, which has reduced many citizens to beggars, is another reason this practice is being sustained. Until there's a holistic improvement in the living standards of the populace, incidents of child abuse and maltreatment will continue to be on the rise." Well, I think that is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's just about who we are as a people and what we do, even when nobody is saying what we do, basically. But we know that the right thing to do is for us to create a safe haven for those children to thrive, regardless of the background they come from or regardless of whatever it is that we are doing for them.
All right, that's pretty much it. Like she said, when no one is watching, all that you do is what determines who you are, not who you are in the eyes of the public. When you are doing stuff that nobody sees you, what you do in your home, what you do in your closet, those are the things that actually define you, not the things that you do outside. So yes, I'm hoping that this is a message to everyone within your communities. If you see something of this sort going wrong, please do well to report to the necessary authorities so that we can reduce the number of child abuse and maltreatment we have in our communities.
All right, thank you for listening to the General Open Banter segment on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Remember, the Midday Extra show is still on until the stop of the hour, 2 o'clock. So enjoy the rest of the moments right here on radio.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, here to stay.
Hello everyone. Hello Nigeria. Hello Abuja. I bring you greetings from Push Africa. My name is